This is the Sports Timeout Podcast with Brooklyn Farrell, Tony Caranco, and your host, Wes Underwood.
Those were some of the Ghetto Tacos sights and sounds from this past weekend, but welcome into the Sports Timeout Podcast, brought to you by Jefferson's and Robert's Integrative Dentistry in Joplin. Go check out Robert's Integrative Dentistry as they now offer teeth whitening and Invisalign. So if you're in need of a brighter, straighter smile, go call them today at 417-622-0404. And congratulations to the Roberts family as well, as they just had another baby. So if you can show them some love, go for it. And yeah, Wes Underwood flying solo again this week, but we got a good show for you, a few guests along the way. And yeah, let's get right to it. First up, into the NBA. And wow, what a game 5 between the Lakers and the Warriors on Wednesday. As much as people think Green is a monster, he really has set the tempo of that game. I mean, he came out like his old playoff self, I believe, in this game, playing both ends of the floor, and he did it well. I mean, if they can band together like that for the next 2 games, I think they'll win it. Also, it helps that AD won't be a part of the picture. Like I've said in the last 3 seasons of watching this team and the Lakers, if the Lakers can't hold up from injury, then they can't win. But if they can hold up, they can win. So I don't know. But if they lose this series, everybody's going to point fingers at LeBron or AD, which rightfully so. But yeah, I don't know. If AD doesn't finish out, though, that's going to be an interesting offseason. And, I mean, it's going to be rough. Let's be honest. This team gets a lot of flack. Yeah, they're all right. But the Warriors, in my opinion, are better. I mean, Curry, Green, and you got the Splash Brothers there. So, I don't know. It will be fun. We'll see. We'll watch tonight. And see if the series continues, as I say. But next we move over to the NFL, and the schedules were released for the 2023 season. And, well, the opening matchup of the season, in my opinion, is a little weird. It'll be a Thursday night, and the Chiefs will be defending their title against the Lions. I mean, I get it. The Lions have a very potent defense in the making, and they are starting to turn heads on the offensive side of the ball as well. That team could be an absolute threat to the Chiefs this year, and we'll see what Andy Reid can do. I mean, it's going to be a fun team to watch for sure. It's going to be a fun game to watch as well. But really, honestly, out of this whole schedule thing, what made my day was when the Chargers posted a picture on their social for the game between them and the Chiefs, and it was a comic of Chiefsaholic breaking free from his anklet and then being chased during the Week 7 game as the Chiefs and the Chargers are going to go head to head. I mean, wouldn't that be a sight? I'm still waiting to hear from Chiefsaholic on the Kelsey Brothers podcast, New Heights. I mean, they called him out. They asked for him. I thought they got him. But we'll have to see on that one. That would be interesting. Kudos there. Yeah, to the Chargers and their PR staff maybe, or whoever does social over there. Hopefully they don't get fired for that. I saw it funny as a Chiefs fan, and with everything that's happened and us winning the Super Bowl, I mean, that's their way of having fun with us, and I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So keep it up. You guys stay true. Keep it up. Moving on. Next, we talk Sporting Kansas City. They looked good last week. They defeated the Sounders at the Sounders by a score of 2-1. They earned 3 points, and not just a great moment there, but it was awesome to see Tommy and Polito score. I mean, that right there made me just jump up and down in joy for them because they have had a lot to overcome this season. Polito with his injury, Tommy with his mental mistakes, and he's even said it, folks. He's said it. Just give the guy a little bit of a break. This is his full first year almost in a new country, comes over from Germany, and just give the guy a little bit of time. Yeah, he came in. He was on fire last year, him and Nagata. And Nagata gets hurt this year, and Tommy's just not feeling it since week 1, to be honest. And they really look like they were having fun. But then on Tuesday in the Cup, just after being scored on early in that matchup, things looked up when a red card was drawn, and they went up 1 man, and the other team went down 1 man. And plenty of chances to tie it. But yeah, I mean, look, no Russell in this one, no Polito. I expected that to happen when some of the main guys were out. Vermes was just trying to build up on the depth, in my opinion. I mean, this is a game that doesn't count towards the season, and I find it understandable. I like where his team is going. I do like the decision to play guys who need to work. I do like that he rested some guys who have been overworked lately, to be honest. It was a cup game, as I just mentioned, and it did give younger guys the opportunity to try and get better at their craft. And I'm never going to be opposed to that as a fan and as a sports broadcaster, podcaster, whatever you want to call me. But don't give them a hard time. In fact, go to the game like our Mother's Day winner, Missy, and her mom. Congratulations to you guys, by the way. Awesome. We're excited to see you guys go, and you'll be notified later today. So enjoy the game against Minnesota tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. Sporting will probably give you their best effort. I mean, it was a good decision to rest those guys. So kudos to Peter Vermes, to be honest. No complaints here as a Sporting fan and an analyst. I mean, yeah. Lastly, into the NWSL we go, and we talk Kansas City Current. And I got the chance to catch up with newcomer MIMMI Larsson and talk her transition to the NWSL, as well as her performance thus far. Take a look. We now bring in forward for the Current, MIMMI Larsson. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just hoping this rain stays away down here and doesn't come up there for you guys this weekend.
No, I don't want any rain, so I hope it's safe.
So we'll go ahead and get right to it. And you signed with the team back in December. what was the initial feeling like when you finally came in to meet the team?
It was a great feeling. I think everyone was so welcome from the first day I came here. So it felt really easy to settle into the team and also with all the staff. So yeah, I was very happy when I came here.
Awesome. And how long did it take to kind of get settled in there?
In the team, it went pretty fast, I would say. Like it was no problem. Everyone was so friendly, but more, it's a different culture compared to Sweden. So just driving in US is a total different thing, for example. So
Yeah.
it took some weeks to settle in. Yeah, beside the soccer then. But now I feel not as an American, but yeah, I feel settled in.
That's great. That's great. And so now we kind of want to know what led to your decision in signing with the Current. Could you walk us through that process of how that decision was made?
I felt like I would like to try something new. I had won everything you can win in Sweden and felt like I wanted to try a different country and a different league. So when I got in contact with the Current, I felt from the beginning that they had something good going on with the new stadium next year and the new facilities. And yeah, they put a lot of effort for the team and the women's soccer also. So yeah, that was why my decision was the Current, and I'm very happy with that decision.
Awesome. We're glad to see you here too. You've kind of contributed quite a lot already. I mean, you've now played in a few games. It started a little rough for everybody, but you guys kind of seem to find your niche along the way. Was it difficult to acclimate to the game plan, or have you been okay with the adjustment overall?
Uh, it's been hard because it's been different compare what I'm used to. This league is so transitional and it goes back and forth and a lot of physical duels and a lot of running. And in my former team, we had a lot of possession and kept the ball, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was smooth. So it was a big difference, but now I feel like I'm in it. And now we have a Swedish coach also. So I recognize some things from Europe also now. So yeah.
Yeah. You kind of touch on that. We'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit. Does
Yeah.
that help having a coach and a teammate both from Sweden?
Hey, help. It's nice to speak Swedish sometimes. And the teammate is one of my closest best friends. So I would say more not that she's a Swede. I'm just lucky to have one of my best friends in the team. Uh, but of course, in the beginning, it was nice to have someone to chat with and maybe just speak a little bit Swedish sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. And I couldn't agree more because if I went somewhere, I'd want that relationship as well. And going ahead and moving on here, talk your first goal. Kind of a funny story. It was earlier in the week prior to that game. You had said you would score a goal for the game against the Red Stars, and then it happened. What was that feeling like? And
I'm not.
did you and the team do anything to celebrate that?
Uh, of course, I was happy to score, but we lost the game, so it was not so much happy faces and celebrating. Of course, after we were very disappointed with the result. But my family was there and watched that game, so
Awesome.
I'm happy that I could score that goal in front of them. But other than that, I was more disappointed about the result.
Yeah. Yeah. Understandable. And about that
Mm.
result, though, you now guys get to come home, take on the Wave this week. How are you all feeling about returning home and playing in front of this fan base once again after kind of a tough loss again this last week?
Yeah, it was a tough loss, and we have so much more energy to bring on this next game, and to play in front of our fans is the best thing. They give us so much support and energy, so it's nice to feel that you have them in your back when you play. So I'm excited for the game, and it feels like we have a good mood in the team, even if we lost last game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Awesome. We are too. We are too. And last question for you, kind of a fun one here. And I asked this because my grandma, she came from Sweden, and she always made
Oh,
us.
really?
Yeah, she always made us the Swedish food, and then desserts that was always my favorite.
Yeah.
And I want to ask,
Huh?
what is your go-to Swedish dessert? Because I kind of like the ginger cookies that you guys have over
Ooh,
there. Do you
they
have
are
one?
good. They're really good. That was a hard question. I mean, yeah, I would say the cinnamon bun, but that's
Okay,
not like a cinnamon bun here. It's a little bit different. I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in English, but I like that most. To go
okay.
to take a coffee and a cinnamon bun and just relax.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really know how to tell the difference there either, because she made that for us a lot as well while we were growing up. But I
Oh,
mean,
she
those
did.
are great.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I know. I don't know if you heard about fika. We call it fika. It's a name for take a coffee and some
Yeah.
pastry. So I love to fika.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, one last thing we ask of you before we go here, and we would like for you to announce the winner of the Mother's Day giveaway. And do you have that name for us, Mimi?
Yes, I have that name, and the winner is Glenda Crouch.
Awesome. Congratulations to them. And thank you, Mimi. We
Yeah,
appreciate you for
congratulations.
doing that.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, thanks for joining us this week and looking forward to Sunday. Have a good rest of your week. Great from her. And congratulations again to Glenda Crouch and her family on their Mother's Day nomination. Can't wait for tomorrow's big giveaway. We're looking forward to it. Stay tuned to our page today to see what the final details will be. And yeah, on that note, we will go ahead and head into the local sports update brought to you by Trackside Burgers. They are open at 1515 West 10th Street in Joplin. So catch them in Joplin this weekend for some barbecue, which the truck will be back out there, I believe, in Neosho. So yeah, looks great. I'm excited for what they've got down there. I wish I could be down there, but I'll be here this weekend cheering on our Missouri Southern Lions. Yeah, out at the Pat Lapira Sports Complex, but no local baseball this week. Districts begin next week, so high school baseball will as well. But I did get the chance to catch up with Joplin O lineman Dontrell Holt to talk about his commit to Iowa State, and then Carthage senior girls basketball player Kianna Yates on her commit to Washburn. Take a look. And we are now joined by soon to be senior offensive lineman for Joplin and now Iowa State commit, Mr. Dontrell Holt. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. This rain this week has really got me off, but I'm sure for track for you guys, that's lovely.
Yeah, but right now with the heat, after it's been raining, it's been real muggy. So getting out there, it's been sticky
Okay.
and hot.
Ready for football?
Yeah, really ready for that. Summer start end of this month.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
But pretty memorable year last year for you guys, and on the O line, you blocked really well, and Witt did some things there too. You guys are really good there. He's tied in, but he also comes in to block. And what does a normal day look like in training for you though?
Like the practice summer wise,
Yeah, getting ready for
uh,
the season.
getting ready for season. We've been having our preseason workouts, then weights in school. Been working out after school, after track, then like getting scheduled for summer. Probably like our summer, probably wind down on that, focus a little more on track because we're coming up to our districts and sectionals
Yeah.
and just getting ready for football right now. I feel like big year coming. So starting to get like some of the younger people in there in the weight room with me so we can get rolling early.
It's exciting. It's exciting. And we mentioned the success there. You definitely put in the work. What helps you stay motivated to keep playing hard, game in and game out? I mean, offensive line, that's pretty tough task at times.
Yeah, personally, as an O lineman, I like that. I just like to go out there and hit people. Like, but I feel like the past 3 years, the bonding that we had as an O line, that good connection, it's good for us, just all of us connecting well and wanting to come out there every day and get better.
Yeah, indeed. And speaking of that, do you have a memorable game to this point in your career?
I'd probably say Lee Summit North game, the game we lost in playoffs with always my sophomore year.
Okay.
Either that or no. The Carthage game. Carthage game. That was a crazy game this year.
Yeah.
That
I mean, so far for you guys, it's been a great game too.
Yeah. I think that game I got moved to guard. I got moved to interior line. So they had a pretty good D lineman that year.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy game. I felt pretty good at guard, but like that the way it ended was crazy. Blocked field goal.
Yeah.
That's couldn't even imagine that happened.
It was beautiful on our end, so
yeah. That's something you don't see a lot.
no, not often. And now we move on to your commitment. And first, before we get into that a little bit more, how many teams sent you offers? Just to clarify, there's a lot of rumors out there. We want to hear it from you.
I think it was Missouri State, Eastern Michigan, Memphis, Arkansas State, Iowa State, and K-State.
Yeah. All right. And then the rumor was Mizzou. No Mizzou?
No Mizzou.
Okay. And well, out of all those schools, next, how'd you come to your decision in Iowa State? And can you kind of tell us your journey into that process?
Iowa State, they came down, I'd like to say, my sophomore year, they came down for track and invited me to a camp. And I got up there for the camp, and that's when I popped. So since then, it's been like months or so, building a good connection with them, head coach. Then I first got offered by Iowa State. They actually had a different online coach at the time. Then like that switch when they switched on from that coach to the new coach was good. Just having a really strong connection with like all their coaches there was good to me, and what made me feel like it was good for me to be there at Iowa State.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then going off that, senior year coming up, what are you looking forward to the most this upcoming season?
I'm looking forward to having a good season. I feel like as my group, the class of 2024, we have high expectations for the season. So I feel like we should be real good.
Yeah.
Like putting in that work, I feel just ready to get out there rolling and
absolutely
see how that is.
It's good. It's good. And last question here. What's something you'd like to see from your community this upcoming season? Because I feel like something special, like you said, it's about to happen. Like, don't sleep on Joplin this year. That's for sure.
Yeah. Just show out. Yeah. I love the support I have in Joplin. Going out, doing stuff community wise as a team, them coming out to our game, showing love. I love it. I love the Friday night atmosphere we have at Jung. So just come out, show us some love. Love to see it this year.
Yeah, well said, well said. And we appreciate you taking time coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good Mother's Day weekend this weekend. All those mothers out there. And got any words of advice for the fellas out there for their moms?
Moms come first. Always love your mom.
True. Very true. Well said. Well said. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you.
And we bring in now former Carthage and gonna be Washburn women's basketball player, Miss Kianna Yates. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Yeah. And first, I kind of want to highlight your high school career here for every one of our viewers, and a little as you were a 4-time all-district selection, 3-time all-COC, and you leave Carthage as the all-time leading scorer. With all that being said, what did the last 4 years mean to you?
Yeah, it was definitely an eventful 4 years. I got to play alongside some great people, players and people. So it was fun to end my year with a good group of girls, and they were all fun to be around.
Yeah. Awesome. And do you have a favorite memory from your time at Carthage?
My favorite memory would probably be just getting the record. Like, all my teammates were happy for me, so that it was just a great environment to be in. So yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And you announced that you have signed with Washburn University in the MIAA. What was that process like for you, and what ultimately led to your decision?
Yeah, so choosing where to go was definitely stressful. Like, obviously, it was like on my mind throughout the whole season, so it was just a hard decision to make, like leading up to the point. But once I started talking to the Washburn coaches, they were just very welcoming and friendly. And then I talked to them over text and then in person, and yeah, just the team was welcoming, and the school and the environment, it was great.
Awesome. And you mentioned in an interview a week or so ago that you intend to improve your game. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, like obviously just working on my offhand and just finishing around the rim against taller defenders. And I mean, you can always work to improve on your jump shot. So, I mean, everyone's going to be good in college. So just trying to get up to that pace, that speed, and just get better, like physically and yeah, everything.
Absolutely. And if all goes well, do you have any intentions of playing at the next level?
I don't think I would personally want to do that, but I think for now it's a fun hobby to do and something to work towards. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And last question for you here. What's something you'd like to say to your mom with it being Mother's Day this weekend?
I would tell my mom I appreciate her and thanks for all she does, starting from when I was little, like the basketball aspect and in life. She's just always there and helping me out. So just thank you. Yeah. I can't put it into words, but thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Well said. And we appreciate the time. Got a lot going on. I know that. And yeah, have a good
Yep.
rest
Thank
of
you
your
for
week.
having.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Great from them. Love to see these kids move on and do great things. And on that note, we will finish with the 2-minute warning brought to you by Hot Stone Pizzeria. And not feeling like cooking this weekend, go grab a spicy pep red sauce, house cheese, mini pepperonis, jalapeno, buffalo sauce, and hot honey. It's delicious. It really is. And yeah, MSSU and Pitt State both played in the MIAA Championship Round 1. And MSSU will be today. Pitt State played yesterday. After being rained out, MSSU will take on the Riverhawks today at 11 a.m. in Central Missouri at the campus there. And then as for Pitt, they lost to Central Missouri yesterday, so they will take on the loser of the MSSU and the Riverhawks at 3 p.m. today. As for softball, they took on Minnesota Duluth yesterday and won in walk-off fashion. Congratulations to Miss Ashlyn Williams on her run scored there to get that go-ahead. And great way to do it. Great way to do it. We are proud of you guys and look forward to seeing more to come. You can catch them today in round 2 of the winners bracket as they host Southern Arkansas today at 2:30 p.m. And yeah, before we go here, though, here's what Ashlyn Williams asked of the already supportive community earlier this week. Check it out.
I mean, the only thing that we really ask is just continue to show up, continue to be loud, and definitely take advantage of that Lions cage in center field because that's what it's there for. It's there for our fans to have fun because as long as they're having fun, we're having fun. So, yeah, I mean, it means so much to know that the community of Joplin is behind us during this weekend.
So, yeah, get over there and show this team some love. Love them from the stands and just cheer them on and help them out. It motivates them. It helps them out. It does whatever you can to distract the opponent. Show what this community is about, guys. This is a sports-loving community. We know it. We love the sports around Joplin. So get out there, pack the Pat Lapira complex. It's awesome. And well, the music is here. And so is the end of another episode. For Tony, Clint, and myself, have a great and safe weekend. Make sure you all go get some tacos from Ghetto Tacos food truck or taco shop. And yeah, festivities, lots of giveaways this weekend. Tomorrow, stay tuned for those. And yeah, we'll see you later on the Sports Timeout podcast. Sports Timeout. See ya.